What is up there? Welcome to a brand new video on 414 Anime. In today's video, we are looking into all of the Heroes Curse series and its power. The Curse series is amazing and you guys seem to enjoy my videos on it, so I thought I would keep that party going. So in this video, we're going to look mainly into the power and abilities that each hero gained after unlocking their Curse series and the price they had to pay for it. Now, I did make a video that talked about how each hero awoke their Curse series, and of course, I'll leave a link to that in the cards now. But watch this video first. Or that one, then come back. I don't mind. As always, make sure to smash that like button to let me know that you want more Shield Hero videos. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you'll be notified when new Shield Hero videos go live on the channel. And why not check out my Shield Hero playlists for character facts and more Shield Hero lore. And of course, goes without saying, but there will be Shield Hero spoilers here as we are looking into the light novel territory. So you've been warned, people. You've been warned. Anyway, with that being said, let's roll intro and get straight into the video. Right, so let's start with the obvious one, Naofumi's Wrath series. Naofumi's Wrath series was awoken as a result of the extreme discrimination he was victim of at the hands of both bitch and trash. And can I just say, Naofumi got some pretty amazing abilities from his Curse series. So, when activating the Rage Shield, Self-Curse Burning is activated, in which, upon physical contact, the Curse Flame burns his opponent, drastically reducing any healing effect. These flames are intense and can actually cover quite a large range despite them only activating upon physical contact. The only way around these flames once burned is through the treatment of holy type magic. Next up is my personal favorite and one that is activated once used in a combo attack that consists of Shield Prison going into Chain Shield to Bee Needle Shield, then the freaking amazing Iron Maiden. Iron Maiden is just so sick, man. So a giant Iron Maiden filled with many deadly spikes is summoned, then engulfs the shield prison with the enemy trapped inside it. And then with the clench of Naofumi's fist, the doors close, crushing everything within it. As you can imagine, the SP cost on this thing is insane, but is more than worth it as this is one of Naofumi's most powerful and deadly attacks. So the question you may ask, how do you follow Iron Maiden? Well, blood sacrifice is the answer to that. Blood sacrifice is just insane. The downside, as the name suggests, is that it actually requires a blood sacrifice, and of course, that blood must be the user's. As well as that, all their stats are reduced by 30%. And yeah, I can hear you saying, I can hear it. The SP drain from Iron Maiden doesn't seem that bad now, right? So yeah, there seriously had to be a payoff for using this one, right? Well, yeah, and it's mega. A huge steel bear trap forms under the enemy that looks kind of like a snake and then noms them up and repeatedly mashes them until death. There is another skill beyond this, believe it or not. It's called Megiddo Burst. Naofumi has never used this and has refused to ever use it because of how dangerous it is. We don't know the details, of course, but I can only guess that the cost to the user is completely ridiculous and its effect to his opponent would be absolutely devastating if the other two weren't already enough, right? Moving on to Motoyasu, his Curse series was the Lust and Envy series that were unlocked after the savage sellout and betrayal of Mine and the rest of his party after the Spirit Turtle incident that caused him to mentally break down, leaving him a completely depressed wreck. The Lust series was unlocked after Philo cheered him up, and the Envy series unlocked after Motoyasu began to envy Naofumi because of how Philo clung to him. The effects of using his Curse series was that the Curse of the Lust series made all women look repulsive to him. Not an awful lot is known about his Curse series due to the fact he doesn't really use it, but we do know of two abilities. The first is Temptation. This ability triggers an aura in a selected area. Anyone who goes into this aura automatically becomes attracted to the user. Sounds like a classic type of Motoyasu move, right? Though the effects of this aura are strong, they can be resisted. The next ability is called Resentment. Again, this is an ability that affects a selected area and, pretty much works exactly the same as Temptation, but instead of becoming attracted to Motoyasu, the affected's jealousy is greatly intensified. The one affected will attack the person or thing they are jealous of. Just like temptation, this can also be resisted, though this one has the power to block teleporting magic. Next up, we've got Ren, who had the Greed and Gluttony series. Again, a betrayal from Mine was the cause of his awakening, and I guess you're starting to see a trend here. The awakening of his curse series seriously had an effect on him, as it played on his desire for strength and power. The Greed series made Ren a lot more violent, hot-headed, and risky, whereas the Gluttony series properly threw this guy over the edge as he developed a bloodlust and became extremely murderous. He wanted XP, and he didn't care who was slaughtered in order for him to obtain it. Funny thing about this whole thing is that whilst he uses the cursed swords, the curse of gluttony ate away at Ren's XP. After a fight against Naofumi, he lost around 20 levels worth of experience. Then there was the curse of greed that literally forced anything that Ren touched to rot, meaning he couldn't gain better equipment. So yeah, unlucky. As for skills, the first is Assassinating Sword, which can only be used after learning a sneak attack. The ability itself is basically an extremely powerful attack. The next two are similar to Naofumi's Iron Maiden, as they are combos. He has Man-Eater that goes into Shooting Star Sword. The result of this attack is a huge mass of black stars that cover a large area, attacking everything within it. The other combo is Chain Bind into Chain Needle and then into Guillotine. The enemy is trapped as chains are wrapped around them. These chains then turn into barbed wire, holding the target in place as a huge guillotine is summoned. The blade of the guillotine then falls upon the target, stealing all of their SP. Next up is Gold Rebellion, which again Naofumi says is the Greed series equivalent of his Blood Sacrifice. When this skill is used, loads of golden treasure appear in the air and form into a huge golden golem. The effects and cost of this skill are unknown, but if it's anything like Blood Sacrifice, then you can bet it's pretty nasty. Finally, Ren has Strong Decline, and this one is something else. Ren shoots light that travels into the ground. The ground then splits open beneath the target as fangs appear from all the cracks, biting his opponent. The area around them is also affected as a foul-smelling liquid shoots out of the ground, covering the surrounding area. It is here where huge monstrous flies begin to appear from this now rotting sea of awfulness that fly towards their target. This one is just so grim, and 100% I would not like to be on the receiving end of this. No thanks. Moving on to Itsuki and his Pride series that were unlocked after he was manipulated by Mine, Mold, and their group. Seriously, she's literally the worst. The Pride series seriously boosted Itsuki to act on his sense of justice, but at the cost of his own passion, and became easily swayed. Itsuki was willing to do anything he was instructed to, which, could even include taking his own life. That's how bad an effect this curse was. While under the curse and acting on his justice, he couldn't hear anyone on the battlefield, as he was solely focused on his apparent saving of the world and helping the weak. Now, upon awakening the Pride series, he gained the Justice Bow. Anyone that was hit by one of Itsuki's arrows whilst he was using this bow would be under his control, completely brainwashed. Now, this one seems really funny to me due to the amount of shit that Naofumi was getting for supposedly having a brainwashing ability of his own. Am I right? It just stood out to me. Next, he had an ability called Law Fanatic. This skill was an evil-like aura forming around him that transformed into armor. In terms of appearance, it was said to look like a holy set of armor that resembled that of a winged angel, but had demonic elements to it, like horns and demons in its decoration. And I won't lie, this sounds sick. I would love to get some imagery of this at some point. Final skill is Bull of Polaris. This one summons a huge bull that opens up around the target and then closes around them. Once the target is inside the bull, the stomach becomes engulfed in flames, burning the target alive. The final curse series is the Sloth series, and that is awakened by Kazuna. Anime-only fans won't know of her yet, but the manga and light novel fans are certainly well acquainted. Kazuna is one of the legendary heroes from Glass's world, known as the Hunting Hero. Not an awful lot is really known about her curse series. It is said that she has never been taken over by the curse, but she still has to pay a price for using it. Unfortunately, I couldn't find any information about the skills and abilities of this curse series, so we will have to finish up here. And there we go, that was all the Legendary Heroes curse series, their powers and abilities explained. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this one just as much as I enjoyed making it. I love the curse series. I think it's such an awesome mechanic. What are your thoughts on the curse series? Which one is your favorite? If you did enjoy this video and you'd like to see more Shield Hero videos just like this one, smash the like button and share this video with a fellow fan of the series. Of course, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. There are plenty more Shield Hero videos coming and I don't want you to miss a single one. As always, a huge shout out to Warwick, Animator22, Brian, Blake, Andrew, Bastuna, Zintak, Emlyn, Kivasey, and Cody for supporting me on Patreon. Don't forget to head on over there yourself to check out the amazing rewards, including a super special awesome exclusive series for Patreons only. But that is it from me. Till next time, my fellow weebs. Peace!